Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. We are going to finally finish off the last bits of the Servant Summer Camp. We got an epilogue there that we did not have the opportunity to do because it was time-gated last I streamed, and then I had to go take a bit of a break over the weekend. So now we're finally able to get on in and finish her off. That'll be end of this summer, just in time for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Though I don't know exactly when that game is going to come out. Or, well, it's the 29th, but I don't know about when my copy will arrive in the mail. We'll have to see. Shufu is great. Who else has seen her in JP the other time she showed up? I don't know. Sorry if I didn't join you on the last streams. Work is sure catching up to me. Yeah, no worries, dude. Did you see the spoiler for Rex's fate for Xenoblade 3? No, I did not. What is the spoil? Oh, what? Did somebody leak it? I'm just gonna leave that alone until I play it myself. I don't like leaks and stuff like that, usually. It's something I have to keep on top of, normally, as a gamer. Or rather, as a content creator. But as a fan, I don't want to know those things until it's relevant. But yeah, let us get started. FGO. Servant Summer Camp 2? What? No, the hand is way creepier than the mask, am I right? What the hell? To this day, it's not entirely clear just what sort of creature he was. The demonic beast that appeared in the Singularity was probably devilish in nature, and yet he possessed a cunning others of his kind did not. Cunning enough to look down upon humans, the supposed kings of all primates, and hold them in contempt. As such, his goal in acquiring a fragment of Shufu's broken mask was to make use of the power of death that still dwelled inside. Shufu was gone. But by stealing death from her mask, a change befell the world. It was a faint, almost imperceptible change. But for the devil who no longer had a place in the modern world, it couldn't have been more precious. The devil had been watching the heroic spirit's plight all along, biding his time for the moment when he could finally put one over on them. See, what did I tell you? Oh! It's real! It might not be strong, but I'll put up a bounded field. Damn, it got away. Still, at least we know it's somewhere on this mountain. I can't believe there was another Holy Grail here. You shouldn't be too surprised. Remember how these mountains are like the classic symbol of yin and yang? One reason this minute singularity turned out to be such a pain is because the three servants we had to face all had different goals in mind. And the other reason is because there were two Holy Grails responsible for its formation. Yin and yang. Of course, I should have realized it when we acquired the first Holy Grail. In addition to the yin and yang factor, horror movies often tease sequels that may never even be made. Yeah, that does happen a lot. This trope usually shows the villain coming back to life in the final scene, however implausible it may be. Yeah, it's definitely a different outfit, for sure. And I forgot all about it. Still, now that this new villain has been exposed, all we need to do is take care of it. On a different note, I see she's wearing that sailor uniform again. I know what you're thinking, Sarah, but I suggest you let it go. Bandages and an eye patch are a rite of passage everyone has to go through eventually. What, like a Chunibyo? He looks like he really knows what he's talking about. Huh? Where's Yume Ren? I couldn't bring myself to ask her to help again, since she was so overjoyed to be reunited with Lord Xiangyu. I cannot help but notice that neither Lord Sigurd nor Lady Brunhild are here either. They're banging in the bushes. We'll just have to take the creature down ourselves then. Fortunately, we should be more than equal to the task. There it is! I can sense where it is. There! It's over there! Alright then. Let's go get this last summer homework assignment out of the way. Homework blows, bro. It's just a phase, Mom! Ha! That was a lot more work than I thought it'd be. I had no idea it was using the Holy Grail's power to transform into so many different servants. What a fulfilling battle. This is much more challenging than I had anticipated. Oh. Alright, well, okay, so this is a bit weird, the way we're reading it, because you had to go throughout the island and fight different servant incarnations of this demon, whatever the hell we're fighting. And you had to do all those first before this story was unlocked. So that's what's going on there. Have you ever been interested in the kind of content VTubers like Calliope Mori put out? And if so, would you recommend someone like me to subscribe to them? There's all sorts of different reasons to go after a VTuber's content. You know, Calliope Mori is mostly her music these days. She's got some really beautiful stuff too, but she still streams games and stuff. Recently she did what is that game, Stray, with the cute little kitty and stuff like that. The one thing I don't necessarily like about that type of VTuber is a lot of the stuff they stream aren't necessarily anime games, and that's what I play. So ironically, I am a, you know, Western-minded dude who is playing, well, I'm a guy from the West who plays Japanese stuff, whereas in a lot of Hololive's case, they're a bunch of Japanese idol types who are streaming very Western games. I mean, I think the answer is pretty obvious there, because Japan sucks when it comes to copyright and spoilers and all that other crap. But, you wonder what really happened to Shulk in Xenoblade Chronicles 3? I mean, they don't have to. I mean, they had a happy ending as far as I was concerned. The biggest risk is that something will happen in the story that renders all of Shulk's journey, like, not a happy ending, and that would just piss me off. That's like what the new Star Wars shit did, the sequel trilogy. They're like, oh yeah, they had this happy-go-lucky, defeated the Empire, only to find out that there was something much bigger and more evil than the Empire, ready to strike within the shortest amount of time, and all the characters had, like, really unredeeming situations. Here's another 10 die for missing your last couple of streams, and for the Morgan Fund. Yeah, we're definitely starting on that. It's gonna be a while, but yeah. Finally got all of the servants I wanted, Murasaki, Bryn, and Tomoe. And thankfully no Ilya. You didn't want Ilya. I can understand getting more servants than you need, but yeah. I decided to level up Abby and Kiara, because it'll be good to have, you know, another foreigner as well as a Moon Cancer. There aren't enough of those. It's especially annoying because there's a rule with trying to outdo the previous version of your story with a sequel, like making it bigger and better. We don't want it bigger and better. We want it different. We want it dramatic and passionate. And a lot of times, Like with the Star Wars sequel trilogy, you've got this, what is it, Star Killer base, which is presumably much, much bigger than the Death Stars ever were. And it can shoot a beam that destroys multiple planets in a single go. But I'm like, there's a certain capacity that we as humans have for drama and our ability to understand a sense of scale, that unless you're comparing the Death Star we know to the new one and showing just how much bigger it is, it really doesn't equate to the same, like, oh, it's so much worse just because they made it all that bigger. Especially when you don't necessarily have an association to the planets that did get destroyed in, what is it, Force Awakens? At the end of the day, Starkiller Base and the Death Star are just balls. Balls on the screen that are usually taking up the majority of the screen. Which means that, since the screen is a fixed position, it looks the same to us regardless of how much bigger it's supposed to be. So it's just one of those things where you try to make things bigger and more epic, but it doesn't really account to that same emotional weight. You don't get like 3 or 4 times the boom. Have I watched Kenobi? I've heard all sorts of things about it, but I have not. There's stuff about Rex and Xenoblade Chronicles 3, also the third trailer for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game at the end. The trailer did imply Shulk's wish might have been wrong? I don't know. I'll have to play the game myself to know. I don't want to spoil that. But yeah, so hopefully they won't make developments in Xenoblade Chronicles 3 that just, like, I don't know, undermine the value of the stuff we already did. Although they had a somewhat insubstantial air about them that paled in comparison to the actual person, it almost felt like watching a sequel failed to live up to its... oh, to the original. Well, that happens all the fucking time. We were just talking about that. Isn't that fucking creepy? That a sequel failing to live up to the original? Oh my god. That's so weird. That's weird. I did not expect that. At any rate, this just leaves their leader. Come, let us be on our way. There it is. I don't know, I think approaching Native American type characters, there's a big woke backlash on that, I mean. Like, of if you do it ever so slightly wrong, they're going to be super pissed that Type Moon decided to have fun with the characters instead of portray them in a very specific, conservative way. You know? That's one reason I think it's kind of worrisome, maybe. You'd be like, you're appropriating our culture. It's like, no, it's not the idea. Like, if they made any of them, like, sexy waifus or sexy dudes or something, they'll be like, you're fetishizing Native Americans. It's like, god damn it. Fetishizing is a good thing. It means we like it. It doesn't mean we have a problem with you, and it's a fictional character. Oh, yes. Xenoblade Chronicles is one of the best, for sure. I love all of the Xeno stuff, but I think they found a really good, you know, formula with Xenoblade Chronicles because it allows them to, generally speaking, tell the full story in a single game's time. That's one thing Takahashi, I think his name's Takahashi, has a problem with his games, is like trying to make these grand epic stories that last like 7, 8, 9, 10 chapters and then realizing, oh shit, we're not making that much money. That was a bit too ambitious. We need to scale it back and make it in 3 chapters, and then it feels really rushed. So at least what they're doing with Xenoblade is they finish a game, then they move on, they make the game again, or a new game rather, and they are expanding upon the world, but I don't necessarily think he has this grand plan of making, like, Xenoblades 5, 6, and 7 while he's working on 3 or something. I would hope not. Do you really think Type Moon, well, I don't know, cares about woke reactions from the West? They might. They might. And that's just my point, is there are certain characters that are more open to criticism or more creative fun. Like, people aren't going to be so butthurt I guess you still see that, though. People are like, well, why is Karna white? Or, Scheherazade is all fetishized because she has this big, big boobs and stuff. I'm like, you realize that anime is the art of rendering, just in this case, historical figures as pretty girls and stuff. It's like, what do you expect? That's what anime does. That's what it means to be included among the anime roster. I think fetishes are great. I want to talk about that in a video, especially because there was some other YouTuber who was complaining about anime female characters and being like an example of fetishizing femininity and why it's bad, and I'm like, the long and short of it, and I think this to myself all the time, is that fetishizing is, it's being obsessed with something superficial. I understand that you don't need to, but at the end of the day, it is still something that you are passionate about. And it's never the fetish itself that's the problem. It's the way you express it. So I could understand, like, maybe you have, like, an Asian fetish or a foot fetish or something. And then you look at people in reality and you would hold them to that standard. You'd be like, well, I need you to be Asian before I treat you with respect. Or I need you to be, have good feet before I, find you hot or whatever. You have a right to find things attractive, no matter how superficial, but you don't be a dick about it to other people. And that's where anime comes in, because anime is all designed to explore fantasies and fetishes and other superficial whatevers, specifically without forcing it upon real people. So whenever I see people be like, well, this is training people to objectify women, I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. They're not holding you to that beauty standard because they exist in an anime or a movie or a TV show. They exist because that way they can have what they want and explore it in a fictional environment that you're not a part of. So you can have your own privacy, your own safety, your own autonomy. And then they can still explore what it is that they find passionate about life. But yeah. Enough of that rant, let's keep going. Based on the other battles we have fought, I expect this enemy likes to debuff its opponents. Great. Please be careful, everyone. I know most decently popular horror movies tend to get sequels, but I'm gonna make sure this one never gets the chance to become a franchise. That's funny. I like that. I like that a lot. That's funny. Why are you letting the battle drag on like this? It's embarrassing to watch. If you really think so, then you can actually start helping me out. Oh, she's talking. God, that's so annoying when Ruby and Elia talk, because there's no indication of which one it is other than the little text at first. This thing is as nasty as a racing game AI that intentionally gets in your way at every curve. As long as it's not rubber banding, I guess. Well, thank you. There you are. I think you'll find those twin swords there to be fairly effective against creatures like you. Goodbye, nameless delusion. Oh! That did it. Confirming the enemy has disappeared, and we've recovered the Holy Grail. Congratulations on a job well done, everyone. Thank you. This is sure to put any talk of a sequel to rest. Then I guess our mission's complete. I guess so. Just wait until the horror movie villain shows up in the Servant verse, like, what is it, Jason X or something, where he's in space? I guess so. If this were a movie, the credits would start rolling about now. But tomorrow's a new day. Now, what do you say we all head home? When she is a... Ruby's a hoe! That's weird. Where do you guys get off to? Are we clear, everyone? Crystal. Oh, nowhere. We were just hanging out in the simulator, that's all. Indeed, it was a great deal of fun. You don't say. Well, if you say so, Prince of Lanling, I have no reason to doubt you. Nice job out there, everyone. Yay! Let us not spoil the fun times. Okay, so that was actually really, really short, but thankfully, yeah, so that was like the most non-epilogue ever, but we're not done. We're not done. Some of the outfits that chicks wear in Jason X were hot. I do like that. But yeah, it was a dumb movie. Oh, by the way, Dai, this sounds a lot like Scream, as it seems to be making fun of horror movie and video gaming tropes. Oh yeah, for sure. When do you take Ruby seriously? Alright, so what I need to find out is... which one? There's a bunch of new extra ones. I think shark fishing is one we haven't done yet. Or maybe not. I have to double check. They added some new side stuff that I played through and rushed through. The following's based on a true story. I might have read this already. Seriously, don't tell me. I see the lake is looking peaceful and placid again today. I wonder, do you think this water is safe? Well, it sure seems okay. Look, it's so clean and clear, you can see right down to the bottom. I see. Well then, since we're wearing swimsuits and all, we should go for a swim. Yay, that sounds great. You just saw an OG Sailor Moon anime dub without context and made me think how much I missed the crack-ass insanity. The other dubs and reboots just weren't the same. I don't know why, what with that lake being right here all this time, but it's never occurred to me to do that until just now. Yeah, I don't remember reading this one to you guys, so, I could have sworn we already read the shark fishing one, right? That's where they were on, like, a raft, Nero's raft. And Skahak wanted to fight the shark. Yeah, so we've done... You've done this one? I have? Oh, so this lake is safe to go swimming in then. Jeez, why didn't John just say so? Excuse me, Mordred, but why did you just bring up Lady Jeanne? So, is it okay to swim then? Cowabunga! Yeah, I don't remember this on stream, nope. Oh, right. No waves in lakes. Well, my noble phantasm ought to fix that. Ah! No, Mordred, don't! That lake is still... Alright, time to get some waves going. Releasing noble phantasm. Predwen tube riding. Wow! The hell? Ah! Oh no. Mordred! Oh no, I guess I was too late. Yeah, so the epilogue was really short, but they did add extra, side stories like this. Cut the shit and just turn yourself in. Listen to this self-important saint who insists she's my big sis. When did her brainwashing wear off? Oh yeah, her sister rays or something like that? Don't be silly, I'll always be your big sister. Yours, Lily's, Sarah's. So she's still counting me among her siblings, huh? Shut up, fake sis, no one gives a shit. Right now we're talking about Mordred, who's gone off to the final resting place at the bottom of the lake. I'm not seeing any other suspects around here except you. Hell, screw suspect, I already know you're the I already know you're guilty. I ain't resting anywhere, ass face. Oh hey, you're alive. That's great. Master! Master! She's pissing me off! Bring it, bitch. Let's see how you like that surfboard after I've set it on fire and shoved it up your ass. Oh damn. Oh damn. Cat fight! Rare. That's enough, both of you. Now listen up, because your big sister has something to tell you. We can do this the easy way, or the hard way. It's up to you. Easy way sounds good. Of course I'd be happy to listen. Alright, I see where this is going, and I'm getting while the getting's good. Have fun swimming. You're running away! Please, take me with you! Let me give you a few words of advice, Eliasville. Don't go near the main character when they're in trouble. Stay away from any obvious bad ending routes. And whatever you do, don't get involved with swimsuited heroic spirits with 1,000-yard stares. Tomoe! Yes, Master, don't worry. I won't let him get away. Ah! You've got a grip like a vice! On my nuts! Come on, Tomoe, think about it. Do you want to get caught up in this nonsense too? I know not of what you speak, Lord Emiya. This will surely be as elegant as no theater. Oh yes, I remember how it all began back on a Oh yes, I remember how it all began back on a hot midsummer's day. No! The flashback's already begun! Let me go, damn it! I don't have anything to do with this! That's my story and I'm sticking to it! Too late. Flashback. Are you sure you have to go? I am, unfortunately. This is where we must part ways, Shark. I wish I could have fought by your side for longer, Shark. Okay, so it's saying, I wish I could have fought by your side for longer, Shark. Thank you, but it's okay. You deserve to rest and recover your strength here. I will. I've already found something in this lake that's very precious to me, Shark. Oh? I don't know what that could be, but I'm proud you found it. Farewell. I hope you'll live a happy life here in this lake. Shark! Enough! Cut the shit! Hey, what do you think you're doing, Alter? I love that touching background music. There's all sorts of things I'd love to say to you right now, but to start, don't put sharks in lakes. How did you know? I've only showed her as a silhouette so far. Is there another servant anywhere in the world that looks like this? Believe me, I'd love to see them. Anyway, there you have it. After all the violence she committed last year, Reese XP and I had to say our tearful goodbyes. Goodbyes right here at this lake. But apparently this lake was a bit cursed, and that made her go kind of berserk. Uh-oh. What? Oh. Okay, I think we're good. I apologize for the chaos that was. Are you planning to get a massage freak, or what the hell's a massage freak? I don't know what that is. What happened? Alien God tried to ruin the stream. That's a fair result. That's fair. That's fair. No, I had a bit of a crash. I don't know why OBS crashed. So, no worries. So let me read just that little bit again. Anyway, there you have it. After all the violence she committed last year, Reese XP and I had to say our tearful goodbyes right here at this lake. But apparently this lake was a little bit cursed, and that made her go kind of berserk. Like so.
I'll sharking kill you!
See, now she even speaks violently. It's weird that she speaks at all. Also that she floats above water. Hell, all of this is just freaking weird as shit.
Say, did you know sharks these days also have social media accounts?
Oh wait, sorry, I thought that was the shark saying that, which would have been a hell of a lot funnier. Say, did you know sharks these days also have social media accounts?
Insta-sharkable!
Big deal, so do I. You do? Hell yeah, I use it to write down all my ideas for sounding badass. You don't say. So it's a private account then. Huh? What are you talking about? It's just a normal account like any other. Is it now? I see. What? Why are you looking at me like I just announced my own funeral or something? Hey, Ruby, does this mean... It does. Jean Alter's embarrassing Chunibyo poetry is on full display for all the world to see. I follow it myself. Wanna see? Sure, I'll take a look. Oh wow, is that Arabic? I have no idea how to read it. I guess that Arabic-English dictionary she found in the library a while ago did her some good after all.
No more distractions! I'm gonna shark you all up!
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, this is why it hasn't been safe to go swimming in this lake. But now that things have calmed down, I think we can do something about it. Please, help me cleanse this lake of the cursed grudge, the cursed grudge lurking in its depths. You want to cleanse the lake, huh? And how exactly do we do that? Violence! Violence! Oh, I'm glad to see you and I are on the same wavelength, Master. Yeah, pretty sure it's not that so much as she just knew what you were gonna say. Really? But I thought my suggesting violence would be the last thing anyone would suspect. You shitting me? I mean, have you seen yourself lately? I've known her for a long time, so... Alright, whatever, I get the gist. So, what exactly do we have to do? I first thought we'd have to purify the lake somehow, so I asked a couple of servants I respect for help, but... Sorry, I can't. Nor can I. Certain conditions will need to be met before this lake can truly be exercised. Certain conditions, like what? Sharks are fish, right? So I think you just need to catch it? Agreed. Humans and marine life are destined to compete in the contest we know as fishing. So if this curse has taken the form of a shark, it makes sense that it would need to be cleansed by catching it. Realize you're probably sick of any questions about it, Dai, but I think one's worth answering. If someone released a mod on the Nexus that gave Elden Ring an anime makeover, would you play it? Maybe. maybe I would. I don't know. It would have to be a really good mod. Because there are already existing anime games that I'm more excited to play. If it were a salmon, I think I could scoop it out of the water with my bare hands. Scoop it out? Did she say bear or bear? Does it matter? I recognize that stance. That's the scooping stance I've seen at various Japanese festivals. Curse or not, this being is still a lost soul, or something close to one anyway. So it certainly couldn't hurt to purify it in a more fitting way. If that doesn't work, then we'll step in and figure something out. Though unfortunately our methods will inevitably end up with the shark's death, and I'm sure we would all prefer to avoid such a sad outcome. So for the time being, Lady Jeanne d'Arc, I suggest you think of a way you can fish it out of the lake without killing it. Got it. I'll do my best. No, a lot of From Software games have really ugly-looking people, so I don't care. I'm not that interested. It would take some hell of a good mods to make them look pretty. It's like Skyrim. Not that bad, but still pretty bad. So I thought I'd try to fish Reese XP out myself, but I couldn't figure out which rod to use. Fishing? Fishing, huh? Fishing? Are you kidding me? Who cares? Just frickin' purify her fishy ass already. You are a saint, right? Shouldn't you be good at that sort of thing? Now, just hang on. If fishing's the most peaceful way to resolve this, then there's no harm giving it a shot. Let me take a crack at it. The very best fishing I've ever played in a video game was Tales of Arise. I loved that. I almost kind of enjoyed the fishing more than some of the game's in-game battles. It's really weird. But I really like doing that minigame. Archer! For the moment, never mind my true name or my class. For this mission, call me Angler. Emiya seems weirdly excited about this. Yup, and it looks like he's only getting more excited. I feel like we flipped a switch in him that we should have left well enough alone. Well, hey, at least he ought to be able to help. Thank you, Emiya. I really appreciate this. Hello. The Tales of Arise achieved fishing 100? Yes.
Mess this up and I'm gonna shark you up!
If he's floating, how do you fish him? He's floating. Sorry for the wait, I'm all ready now. I can't believe you used your projection ability to create a complete set of fishing gear. What? You didn't think I was gonna use Magecraft for this? Well, you thought wrong. This is an emergency after all, so I'm putting out all the stops. Pulling out all the stops. An angler is a fisherman. It's just another word for it. Once this lake is purified, it'll be the perfect swimming spot, and we can actually get some use out of our swimsuits. Besides, Elia's been wanting to get in the water, so there's nothing unnatural about this. Anyway, a shark, huh? I've caught a swordfish on a cruiser before, but I've never thought I'd go up against a shark on land like this. He can't even hide how happy he is. Okay then, by all means, fish away! Oh, I will, don't worry. Now then, let's get this first cast started. Rah! I got a bite. That was fast. Is that it? No, it isn't. But it is one of the other demonic creatures infesting the lake, so let's take this opportunity to get rid of it. Now you're speaking my language. Okay, guys, it's ass-kicking time. Except you, red guy, you focus on fishing.
Oh!
That creature was just caught and filleted in record time. I almost feel bad for it. It didn't even get through to a proper battle. It didn't even get to go through a proper battle. That's life for you. Or death in this case. Huh, it's not over yet. Here comes another fish! That's not an other, that's several others. Then we'll just have to dress all these fish as quickly as we can. I caught one, and another one, and yet another one. Ah! What? Lakshmi Bai, what the fuck are you doing in the lake? The other two I could be like, whatever, but... Oh, come on, they aren't even monsters anymore. I was just minding my own business, enjoying a nice dip in the lake, when I got pulled in out of nowhere. I just closed my eyes, ruminating about hidden ones, and the next thing I knew, I was in the lake. I was just taking a walk when a fishing hook came down and snagged my clothes out of nowhere. Aw, it's okay. Hey, Fish Mia, you caught the damn shark curse yet? Settle down, Mordred. A contest of fishing is really a contest against yourself. You need to go into it with a clear mind, or the fish will never bite. It's all about dialogue between you and the lake. As sword fighters would put it, you want to keep your mind so still and calm you can see yourself in it as clearly as a mirror. In contests like that, those who succumb to their desire for victory first always end up losing. Only those who are truly content to go home with an empty bucket will be the ones blessed with a huge catch. And I do mean truly. Uh-huh. Well, Mordred looks completely unengaged. Whoa! Everyone pipe down! I just got a huge bite. Prince of Lanling, give me a hand here. Understood. Ah! You weren't kidding, it really is a big one. My gut's telling me it's got to weigh at least 3 tons. I'm gonna use magical energy to reinforce the fishing rod. Hang in there. Fine, I'll help too. Agreed, let's all work together to catch it. Now you're talking. I'm doing fantastic, how about you? And now! Ooh! That's it! That's the clump of curses responsible for all this! Perfect. Then it's time to do our real jobs. Master. Huh. Get the Ikijime... the Ikijime gaff ready. Wait, scratch that. What I meant was... Master, get ready for this thing to put up one hell of a fight. I am the metal of my fishing rod. Oh! Yeah! We did it! This would be so funny. This is the kind of shit I'd rather see in Carnival, Fate Grand Carnival. There really isn't enough of that show. We did it! In fact, it may just be my imagination, but the lake seems clearer already. Yeah, I think it's just your imagination. And while this may just be my imagination too, I think Reese XP's face looks kinder than ever as well. Definitely just your imagination.
Thank you so much, Shark!
She's saying shark at the end of her sentences again.
Now the lake is at peace once again, Shark. Allow my family and me to express our thanks, Shark.
Hey, as long as this bullshit is over... Wait, did you say family?
Ta-da! I'm on the right, my husband in the middle, and our child on the left, Shark.
You all look exactly the same.
It's hard to tell the difference unless you're a fish, Shark.
That's so? I wonder if Gilles could tell them apart. Be reasonable, my dear Sean. There's no way I could do anything of the sort. Well, anyway, this means surf's up on the lake now, yeah?
As long as you don't make any tidal waves, go right ahead, Shark.
Aw, yeah. Let's get this party started. Yahoo! Then I'll think I'll keep fishing for a while Wait, is it okay for me to fish with you guys in there?
Of course. After all, we eat fish too, Shark.
I suppose you do. Well, what's got you so bummed? Not only did I not know Reese XP had gotten married, I couldn't even tell her apart from her family members. And you're done. Get the hell out. Just freaking leave. Okay, goodbye everyone. Take care.
Good luck out there, Shark.
Hey, Master, on a completely different subject. In her case, is it just me, or is that dolphin she usually pals around with even scarier than the shark? It's not just you. You've got nothing to worry about, Master. Whatever kind of fish we... Emiya? I learned in school that dolphins are actually mammals, not fish. As I was saying, whatever kind of fish, dolphin, octopus, squid, or other aquatic life form comes along, I'll fish every last one of them out of the water. Oh, is that so? That voice. I can't back down from a fishing contest, especially not one against you. I was wondering when you'd show up, Cuchulainn, the octopus fisher. I've been waiting for you to get here. Well, here I am. Octopus fisher. Anyway, fishing's not about rods and line. It's about technique and the mind, and I'm gonna prove it. Whoa, I'm totally on board, but cool it with the gear talk. If we get too bogged down in that, it's bound to attract someone we'd just as soon leave us both alone. Oh yeah, good point. Anyway, let's get this fishing contest started, huh? Right on. And we won't stop until one of us has caught every last fish in the lake.
Don't get too carried away, Shark. We need those fish to live, Shark.
Yes, ma'am. That was weird. Gay shark! Fate Hollow ataraxia all over again, yes. Someone said something about VR. Shoot, where was that? Fate characters talk with a shark about social media. This is VR chat. Yeah. And so, the red and blue servants' fishing contest began. But... oh, it's not over yet. This is a long one. Everyone else joins in. Even Sito and I, huh? As luck would have it, it wasn't long before their competition had every servant, golden or otherwise, who secretly prided themselves on their fishing skills, vying to become the next angling king. Bring it on. I'm not losing to any of you. Behind his nihilistic smile lay the confidence of a man who had projected himself the highest-end fishing rod of the 2020X season. Hang in there, Emiya. You can do this, Emiya. Never mind that it has nothing to do with saving humanity. And then there were no more fish in the lake, and all the sharks died. The Ainu people be good at fishing? Yeah, I suppose so. Incredible! Nothing but books as far as the eye can see. This library of Chaldea exceeds even my greatest expectations. Truth be told, I still find it hard to believe that all of these books can be read for free. This is your first time down here, Odysseus? Yes, it is. Thank you for showing me the way, Master. There are so many good books here. I don't know how I'm ever going to decide which one to read first. Hello, Master. Welcome back to the library. Oh, and I see you've brought Lord Odysseus on his first visit here. How wonderful. I am the librarian, so I am always happy to see any of Chaldea's heroic spirits visiting. And that, of course, includes you, Lord Odysseus. How good of you to come. Thank you for the warm welcome. Oh yes, I never did introduce myself properly, did I? My name is Odysseus. I am a writer. Thank you, Lord Odysseus. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. In that case, allow me to introduce myself properly too. My name is Murasaki Shikibu. Murasaki Shikibu. I knew you were a rare talent with the written word. But I had no idea you were also so talented as to oversee such a grand library. I'm very impressed. Did you see my question? I must have missed it. Will you have one of the last Higurashi live stream, but you take it off the voting poll? I don't know. I feel like Higurashi's run its course. Nobody watches it. I'll need a lot of people to tell me they want to see more, and not just you, for me to consider it again, unfortunately. That may be one of the most direct compliments I've ever received. Thank you, Lord Odysseus, but you're much too kind. I'm just a humble heroic spirit who happens to have something of a fondness for the literary arts. Don't be ridiculous. You're being far too modest. You should be proud of what you've accomplished, both in your own writing and with this library. Furthermore, could I ask you a question on a different subject, Murasaki Shikibu? Of course. Ask me whatever you like. Alright. May I ask what happened to cause you such grave injuries? He actually went there. I can't blame him, though. The bandages, eye patch, and sailor uniform are a hell of a combination. I assure you I'm perfectly fine. Please pay it no heed. Really? I guess I still have much to learn. With all those bandages, I was sure you'd been gravely injured. But if that is merely the style of the day, then it is little wonder I misunderstood. Style of the day, huh? I guess that's what it is. I knew it. Indeed it is. Oh, come on, this is getting ridiculous. That voice. Just look, she's obviously had the shit kicked out of her 12 ways from Sunday. Come on, Murasaki, who did this to you? I'm gonna give him a sucker drop kick they'll never forget. Then you are gravely injured. So you've been putting on a brave face in spite of your injuries just to welcome me to the library. Not at all. It isn't like that, I promise. Huh? So you're not actually hurt? It's just a fashion statement? Well, geez, why didn't you just say so? Now I get what the deal is with the bandage and eye patch. This is one of those cosplay things. That's it. Cosplay? As in a combination of the words costume and play? No, not at all. I was just reading a book where one of the characters is described as dressing in this way, and thought it was a new kind of summer fashion. So I changed my own appearance to match. I promise you this isn't a costume, and I'm not playing at anything. But then again, I suppose I am technically dressing up as a fictional character, so... maybe technically this is cosplay after all? Yep, totes cosplay. It's cosplay all the way. Ah! I see. Cosplay. Then it would seem you truly aren't injured. So cosplay involves dressing up as a fictional character? That sounds like a great deal of fun. What fascinating hobbies you Eastern beauties have. Now I get it, and I gotta say, you're rocking the look. It's hella cute on you. Yeah, it suits you great, and makes your tits not, like, bigger than your face. Huh? Why would that embarrass you? Man, I don't know what you're thinking sometimes. Come on, you don't go around cosplaying every day, right? There's nothing to be embarrassed about. And besides, oh wait, maybe you still haven't caught on to that part? Kauruchi? What part? The sailor uniform. Apparently that's the de facto uniform of modern-day Japanese kids, especially girls in middle and high school. And that means... you and I are two peas in a pod. Check it out. We're both high school girls now. Oh man, you're right. When my next live stream be? Whenever I get my hands on Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which could be as early as the 29th, which I think is Friday. Or, I might have to wait until it comes in the mail. If I were rich, I'd just buy the digital version and the collector's edition, but that would be kind of weird. So you didn't notice it till now, huh? I can't believe it. And hey, why'd you go with that super old-fashioned sailor uniform anyway? You taking a page out of my book? See, yeah, if I had a choice, I would have put, like, rush shipping on Xenoblade Chronicles, but they didn't give you that option, so I guess I was just happy to get it pre-ordered at all. But I haven't gotten an email or anything about when it will ship. So, we'll have to see, man. Say looks similar to Merryweather's Nintendo Switch anime girl. Well, that's cool. Oh wait, I probably shouldn't have said that last part out loud, huh? Or that part. Anyway, now that we've got two high school girls here like this, we gotta find Suzuka Paisen and go out partying. But I still have my librarian duties to attend to. Oh, I think Master and I can handle those for a while, right, Master? Don't worry, Kauruko, we've got this. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh! Alright then, see you later. Chanmas. What? See you later, Odie. Come on, Kauruchi. It's time to go Caldea Pelunking. She grabbed her fast. I feel as
Someone's at your door.
That was weird. I almost feel as though I've just weathered a small storm. Though, of course, I've never seen another storm so adorably charming. She is a lot of fun to watch, isn't she? Indeed. At any rate, Master, now that we have volunteered for this task, we must see it through to the end. For the time being, could I ask you to teach me what a librarian does? You volunteered without knowing. Oh, and one more thing. I would love to hear all about the adventures you've been on this summer, even if only in brief intervals during our downtime. From what I've been told, it sounds like you've got quite the story to tell. So whenever you have the time, I would very much be interested to hear all about what you've seen and experienced over the course of this summer. For I have no doubt your tale will be one for the ages. Huh. Justice Summers. What a vague name. Justice Summers! We need Summer Astolfo. We got Saber Astolfo, which is pretty close. I see. So what is it that happened so that is what happened this summer. However, you still managed to overcome the adversity in your path, and did so brilliantly, isn't that right? Thanks to everyone's help. Good, that's what I like to hear. Still, all that aside, I can't help but think about about what a difficult path this Shu-Fu must have had to walk. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest, my mischievous master. I can be fluffy, too. So that mystic coat you're wearing is now kind of a youth scouting uniform? It looks very good on you. At any rate, I know you were originally supposed to relax by the lake, so you should use the remainder of summer to recuperate as planned. Thanks, Altera. I don't know what I'll do after Xenoblade 3. That's gonna be a while, so I haven't thought that far ahead. Thanks, Altera. Thanks, Altera. Thanks, Altera. This is probably gonna go on forever. I was gonna see if I could piss her off. Fine. Thanks, Santa. That's right, I'm Santa. I would have liked to show up more, but I know there isn't much room for me in summer. Excuse me, Master. Could I have a moment of your time, please? Huh. Where did she... Why are you hiding in the damn corner, Brunhild? I thought I saw her come down this way. Thank you, Master. I asked you here because, there's something I have to tell you. Something I've been keeping secret all summer. Master, do you recall when Sigurd was attacked in the apartment building and mansion? Well, I want to speak to you regarding his attacker. Oh yeah, I did hear that happened a few times. Gordon Flowers is coming for you? Who the hell is that? It did, and those weren't the only ones. The truth is, the same thing happened every night. The incidents you heard about were only the tip of the iceberg. And every time he was attacked, Sigurd ended up dying. And for reasons that had nothing to do with the events that took place by the lake. Oh, by that lake. Every night, this despicable killer would come and try to kill him. I thought it was you. No, not just try. She succeeded every time. And now I must come clean. It was me. I'm the despicable killer who slew my darling Sigurd every single night. Some bloody sex. I'm the one responsible for his deaths. I can't believe it. Our sister did that? Whoa, hold on. I thought this Shu-Fu lady from the east was the one behind everything. But Sigurd's scars... It's true. The scars on his body could have easily been made by our sister's new noble phantasm. Oh, you mean that big jagged sword? Now that you mention it, you might be right. But why would she do such a thing? Because of her legend, dude. In her usual spirit origin, our sister would always end up killing Sigurd no matter how much he tried to resist. She might be able to withstand her urges for a short while, but the longer they were together, the more inevitable it was that she would try to kill him. However, that hasn't been the case ever since she changed her spirit origin. You're right. I thought it was strange. All that time they spent together, and she never said a thing about killing him. Hey, I just had a thought. What if she's been able to stabilize her spirit origin by killing him at regular intervals? That's weird. I used runes. multiple primordial runes stacked atop one another to cast a powerful spell. I knew there was nothing I could do about my compulsion to kill the one I love. It's a core part of who I am as a heroic spirit. So instead, I tried to nudge it aside just a little bit. I used runes to bend it as far as it could go. Now, although Sigurd and I are able to spend our days together lovingly, when night comes, I kill him. I become even more murderous in my intentions than in my normal spirit origin, and I kill him each night. Over and over again. That is how I've been spending this summer. That is what the spirit origin entails. I'm so sorry for the trouble I caused you. My actions only made it harder to get to the bottom of the mystery. I really can't apologize to you enough, Master. It's okay, Brunhild. It's not like you were killing me. Huh? I had a feeling that might be the case. Master, so you knew it was me all along? And you were kind enough not to say anything? Honestly, I'm more amazed at Sigurd than anything. Huh, so you'd figured it out after all, Master. Sigurd. However, my beloved has not quite told you everything. This was all my idea, Master. I was the one who thought to alter my beloved Brunhild's spirit origin in this way, and the one who came up with the rune spell we used to do so. My beloved wished for us to spend time together peacefully once again, even if only for a few days this summer. Naturally, I agreed, and so I formulated and enacted this plan. Of course, I knew it would also result in my bloody death taking place every night. Do you currently know stuff about Noah that they finally revealed his noble phantasm? Wasn't that... Wait, so he's only being revealed for the arcade game though, right? And while I may not have been in any danger of losing my spirit origin, I was also well aware that this plan can end up causing you and the other heroic spirits needless confusion. But I carried it out all the same. What's more, I did so without informing anyone. I was sure that, even if you might understand our reasons, Master, telling others would inevitably result in our being barred from coming along on this vacation. All of this is to say that I am solely responsible for what happened. My beloved did nothing wrong whatsoever! Oh my! Thank you, Sigurd, my Sigurd. But I was the one who originally asked to do this, and I'm the one who has been killing you. This is my sin to bear. No, it's mine. The absolute most I am willing to concede is that we may bear the responsibility for it together, for it is something we did in cahoots. Don't say that, Sigurd. It's not fair. If you speak of us as accomplices, then how can I ever... Really, it's okay. Neither of you did anything wrong. Would you rather play all of the Call of Duty games or play all of the Umineko visual novel? I would choose Umineko probably at that point, but I wouldn't be happy about it necessarily. Yeah, Brunhilder's legend sucks. Poor girl. An evil ploy to separate her and her husband, making it so that she had to fight her own husband, pretending to be another man, so that she would have to get married to that other man, while the other chick actually married Sigurd, and so when she got out of it all, she went on a murderous rampage that has now forever sealed her with the legend of having killed her own lover. Considering you put Samus in your waifu polls before, would you consider using Dolphin Emulator to stream the Metroid Prime trilogy? That's an interesting question. If I could map the controls to a regular joystick and play it like your typical, like, first-person shooter, maybe. I never liked the controls they had on the GameCube versions, but I did like the motion capture version on the Wii. So, yeah, interesting. But I don't know if... I would rather play regular Metroid games at that point. I tend to like the mainline games better. Sure, I was a little taken aback, but if Sigurd is fine with it... Weh, thank you, Psycrow. When what seems to be a yandere at first glance ends up being more wholesome, that's fate for you in this side of the moon. Yes. Master. Ka-ching! So our sister's summer spirit origin requires her to kill the one she loves? But also allows her to stay close to him in the meantime? I thought they looked so happy together, but... they both knew the time they had together was finite. Sister. Oh no. My magical energy is building. Why? Brunhild. She's ascended. A spirit origin ascension? Well, Kriemhild is the other, you know, that's Siegfried's wife, right? So... Oh no, Master, Sigurd! I'm so happy and full of love right now that... I'm compelled to love you both to death! Yay! All I have to do, and I have to do so right this instant. I see. Well, I thought that letting her kill me each night would be sufficient to pacify her, but it seems I was mistaken. Clearly, I was just too manly for my beloved's poor heart to take. Now her feelings are more out of control than ever. That's one way to think of it. And if that weren't enough, I think your compassion might have driven her further over the edge, Master. At any rate. Ah! Please, stay away. Your sword is a chainsaw? Oh my god, I never made that connection. That's fucking hilarious. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I can't... I can't control myself! I might play Danganronpa too. Then again, I like Corpse Party, so it's hard to say. Get behind me, Master. That blade she wields is the physical manifestation of her love. If we don't do something, it will cut through me and everyone else she holds dear. Got it. I must say, I never thought my plan would lead to this. She must care for me even more than I thought. Perhaps I should have made better use of my wisdom before we did this. But I could never stand to bring that gaze to bear on my beloved. Forgive me, Master. He's got rune brass knuckles. I didn't realize that until just now. That's funny. I forgive you, though I do feel like I've just been subjected to the mother of all humble brags. Stay away! Woo! Behold, this is my final embrace of the summer. Sigurd! Huh? What did I... Sigurd, is that...
Yes, Brunhild, it's me, your Sigurd.
Oh no, don't tell me
It's alright, my beloved. I stopped you this time, and I'll stop you as many times as it takes. We may have already died and become shadows inscribed in the annals of human history. But it is precisely because we are now but fleeting dreams ourselves that I can do now what we could not do in life. On my honor, I will never let flames take you again.
Sigurd.
You are truly my beloved Brunhild, my everything.
Looks like we're in the clear now? Yes, Master. Her magical energy appears to be stable now. I came as soon as I heard the commotion, but fortunately it seems the situation is already well in hand. Indeed, I'm still not sure if this is a good long-term solution. But for the moment, discharging the more violent aspects of her love does seem to have calmed her spirit origin. I'd say they should both remain stable until at least the end of summer. Ho ho ho! Altera! I believe you mean Santa? Your Sister Alti! Or Atli. No, it is Alti. It's Santa to you. Santa! I see. Now there is another role that would suit my beloved well. Sigurd, you can't be serious. Don't you realize all the trouble we've just put everyone here through? You can't be talking about changing my spirit origin yet again. It would suit you magnificently, beloved. Of that I am certain. Please, you mustn't. I mean, but she's hotter in a swimsuit, so no. You may not be able to help thinking that, but that doesn't mean you should say it. Ho ho ho! It's wonderful to see you two getting along so well. Sister! If Sister Alti is here, then, what's going to happen now? I don't know. For the time being. We should wait for a good chance to introduce ourselves. Besides, we also need to celebrate our sister's spirit origin finally stabilizing. Got it. Sounds good to me. Me too. Celebrations are very important. I know, we should ask the servants in the kitchen to make something for the occasion. Maybe something like... a cake taller than we are? I know Sister's new noble phantasm is meant for battle. But I think cutting a cake would suit it even better. You don't take a chainsaw to a cake! God damn it. And all the batter and frosting is flying everywhere. Everyone's like, ah! It's such a mess. Agreed. That's weird, bruh. That's weird, bruh. Oh, but you get that. It's so cute. Oh, oh. If it's a wedding cake, then surely it's okay. Wow. That was nice. That was nice. Have I? No, I have never cut a chainsaw. No, I've never cut a cake with a chainsaw. I just imagine it would be tearing that stuff flying. Paradise Lake, temporary medical tent. One can find all manner of dangers in the mountains. Indeed. And a mountain like this has spawned a mysterious singularity. It is sure to be trusted even less. In addition to the typical assortment of wounds and injuries one can incur, This mountain is apparently also home to a variety of bizarre spiritual phenomena. Which means we can expect to see supernatural illnesses here as well. Yes, that's it. Show me every strange and unusual symptom you can muster. Excuse me, but can I have a word with you two? Oh, good. I see you finished the poster you were talking about. Yes, we did. These are the rules we expect all seeking treatment in this tent to abide by. No exceptions. This is not our usual infirmary. We have almost nothing in the way of equipment. So if we're going to practice medicine to our full ability, we must work with what we have. Which is why we needed to make sure the rules of this tent were clear for all to see. Let's see. Always answer the doctor's questions truthfully. Always do exactly what the doctor says. Do not cry even if it hurts. Crying will not make us stop the treatment. Well, these rules do make sense given the circumstances, and they're certainly not unreasonable. You can't tell people not to cry, but I do think they could use a few adjustments to their phrasing. I just don't want to waste my time explaining the rules to foolish patients who can't take a hint. Now what do you want? Things are not so dire that we need more assistance at the moment. Oh right, I nearly forgot. I have a patient for you. Oh? Well, hello there. So this is the local first aid station? I see, I see. As for what brings me here, well, it's really nothing to worry about. I was merely skipping around the mountain in a manner rather unbefitting my age when... You lost your footing on a slope and got your head stuck in a tree hollow, and the inertia from your tumble caused your neck to swivel around 3.5 times? Great, let me take a look. What? No! My poor back just got a bit bruised, that's all. Excuse me, I'm sorry to trouble the medical team with this, but I didn't want to risk it growing worse and causing trouble for everyone else. What's the problem? I've been exercising spirits since I got here, and I think my shoulders have been growing heavier as of late. I've also been getting chills down my spine. I've always had something of an affinity for, negative forces. And I'm worried that might be causing problems with my spirit origin. Oh, I see. It could be that, or it could be a rare disease unique to this region. Alright, come over here and have a seat, and we'll begin the consultation right away. Now, when did this happen? How unpleasant would you say this sensation is? Have you noticed anything else amiss? What about me? Tch, there are compresses right over there. Help yourself. What kind of doctor clicks their tongue at a patient? It is a matter of triage, sir. Patients are treated as they come in accordance with the urgency of their condition. Worry not, you'll get the treatment you need as well. It's essential that you do. There's no need to trouble the doctor for it either. I'll see to it myself. Hang on just a moment, please. Might I ask why you're holding the compress like that? That stance reminds me of a sumo wrestler preparing to slap their opponent with a hurried. I'd rather play more Steins Gate than Chaos Head. Please tell me you aren't going to hit my poor back at full strength like... Oh! There you go. Now you just need to rest and let your injury heal. I applaud your initiative in getting your rest, but I can't recommend sleeping on the floor. It's not hygienic. Here, allow me to carry you to bed. If you prefer, I can bring a bed to you. I'm amazed to see those two getting along so well. I never would have expected it. Oh, by the way, did you hear the news? What news? Is this about more prospective patients? Well, no, but it is something I think you would find interesting. Apparently this Singularity is home to real, honest-to-goodness zombies. Tell me more. After I've finished treating this patient, that is. Are these zombies really such an urgent matter? That we had to leave the medical tent unattended to go see them?
Yes, they are. I insist on looking into anything relating to life after death, or humans otherwise overcoming death in some form.
Do you believe in life after death? Even if these zombies have nothing to do with longevity, and their post-death animation is just some sort of disease or other natural phenomenon, they would still warrant close study. Breaking the fourth wall! They could very well hold some kind of hint to advancing medicine as a whole. I can't let these fascinating specimens slip through my fingers. Huh? What are you saying, Doctor? Surely you must know that there's no creature that moves after dying. We should assume these so-called zombies are simply ordinary people suffering feverish delusions. Oh wait, I see. You were just making a joke, weren't you? Now I understand. So we're basically just making a house call, yes? In that case, I'll be glad to help.
Good, thanks.
Hold it. Take a look at that.
Get a load of this.
Burn!
Look at the zombie.
Perfect. That thing can be our first test subject. I'll need a complete sample to study this phenomenon thoroughly, so we'll have to subdue it without harming it. Understood. Not to worry. I have a fair amount of experience when it comes to subduing patients. Alright, let us begin our consultation. Ah! Ah! Will I have a voting poll for games after Xenoblade 3? I don't know. If I have the chance, I might consider streaming Utowarumono, because that's what I really want to do. And I noticed when I put it up to a vote, people weren't really necessarily watching a lot of it anyway. Huh, that's strange. I thought I had successfully subdued the patient, only for them to disappear before my eyes. What could this mean? No ordinary human could simply disappear like that. Did they employ some kind of illusion? I see. So these creatures continue their destructive behavior for as long as they have magical energy, and when it runs out, they vanish into the ether. We'll just have to find another subject then. It won't be easy, but I still want to capture at least one for study. Then this is all an illusion. Or perhaps I'm dreaming right now? Yes, that must be it. I'm dreaming wide awake. Gotta check out that Resident Evil Netflix show. You guys think it's good? I've heard it's absolutely horrible. And I have no reason to believe otherwise until I hear from somebody else. In that case, I have no choice but to request a leave of absence. If this is all a dream, then there must be dream-specific ways to sterilize, disinfect, and carry out my other nursing duties. So I'm going to go brush up on my technique. Oh, alright. Bye-bye! Well, if nothing else, I'm glad to see she's so motivated to improve herself. Medicine does demand its practitioners study relentlessly, after all. Indeed, no doctor or nurse worth their scalpel should ever approach their work as routine. That is the precise opposite of a successful medical mindset. That being said, there's also isn't much to be gained by simply waiting here for my nurse to return. Medicine isn't going to advance itself while its practitioners rest, after all. I'll have to think of something I can do in the meantime. I would take Silent Hill over the thing. I really would. Oh, dang. The head came off again. Shit. This ain't nearly as easy as roping a buffalo. Hope I didn't lose my touch with my lasso. Wow, this is way harder than it looked. I can make a whole family of space bison line up single file with one lasso, but I can't snag any of these zombies without them disappearing. Maybe their bodies just aren't tough enough to be captured.
That doesn't mean we can just give up. Not if we're going to advance to the front lines of medicine. What else can we do?
Good question. If we can't lossel or hog-tie these things, our only choice might be to try and stop them with something soft. Something soft. Something soft. Boobies! Oh, I've got it! There's nothing softer than a shape. All we gotta do is surround them with a flock of soft, fluffy shape, and they won't be able to go anywhere. Super clever, right? That just goes to show I'm more than just a pretty face.
Sheep? Forget it. Out of the question.
What? Come on. Why wouldn't that work?
Still, you are right on the right track. We need something that We need something that can contain these creatures completely, without harming them.
Oh, I swear, I only came here because they said it was a nice resort. But I certainly didn't expect it to be so goddamn hot. This is false advertising if I've ever seen it. I'm tempted to throw in a little more ice just to bring the temperature down a bit. You'd think they would at least have a fan or something around here.
Managing one's body temperature to accommodate the environment is just as much as part of the medicine as anything.
If you can do that by managing the environment's temperature directly, I won't stop you. Hell, I'll even encourage you. Better to use air conditioning than to suffer from heat stroke, and better to turn on the heat than freeze to death. That's just common sense. Yes, never mind that. I'm all done now, correct? Then I'm going to get out of this heat already.
Wait, how do I defrost it?
You don't have to. I held back enough that the ice should melt on its own. Now, unless you want to add a clause to our contract paying me extra to serve as a microwave as well, I'm going to be on my way.
I guess I'll just have to find a cart or something to carry it back to my provisional lab.
Good day, citizen. Galactic Police here. I've come to investigate the readings I detected in this region. What's this? Is there something strange going on at this resort, you say? I could have sworn I picked up the signal of a foreigner that needs to be taken into custody around here, but my sensors have been on kind of the fritz lately. Your police, you say? Well, I haven't done anything that would disturb the peace, so move aside. Hold it, that was close. I nearly let you pass without thinking twice about it. Anyway, you're not going anywhere just yet, pal. That thing you're carrying might look like a big block of jellied eels, but I can tell it isn't. This is obviously a clear-cut case of the desecration of a corpse. Or is it destruction of a corpse? I guess they're both equally illegal. At any rate, this is a major crime, and you need to come back to the station with me now. Don't try to resist. Don't be an idiot. I haven't destroyed anything. Why do you think I've gone to such lengths to preserve it? This is just an ordinary, everyday zombie. I'm bringing it back to my lab for further research. I don't know what kind of research you're getting up to, but anything involving zombies can't be safe. There was a space apocalypse a while back where some space zombies completely overran a space colony. A real space tragedy. I really hate that genre. Those stories never end well. Oh, shit. Damn it. I held down the button too long. No! Oh, I got cocked out of it. I'm sorry. I hate that. Oh. If you hold down your finger on the thing a little too long, it'll start fast-forwarding faster than you can think to stop it. Okay, so they fought her. Obviously, she was giving them shit about trying to harbor zomzoms. I'll admit I was a little taken aback when that zombie came out of the ice, but I still won in the end. I hope you've learned your lesson about the illegal study of illegal zombies. Huh, that's weird. You don't seem all that upset. Are you hungry or something? I'm afraid I don't have the petty cash to treat you to a Loco Moco bowl. Battle or not, I would never miss an opportunity to further my studies. I took a quick look at the zombie before it thawed, and I can say with certainty now that it was never human. It's a creature, one could say even a species, that resides solely within the Singularity, like the other demonic beasts. Gotcha. So now that you know it's not human, you couldn't care less about it? That definitely says something about you. Maybe not something entirely good. But I can at least tell that underneath that gruff exterior beats a heart that burns for justice. What's that? How can I tell? Well, you know, just looking at your haircut. Anyway, never mind that. His haircut says justice. Now that I know you're unlikely to commit this crime again, I'll let you off with a warning. Well, I do still gotta write you a ticket. The warning is, get 2 more of these and you're out of here. And with that, farewell, citizen! Fly away, rocket! Would you rather be in a trap or Silent Hill? Oh, a trap in Saw or Silent Hill. Probably Silent Hill still, honestly. You could at least kind of fight back against that. That's right, these things aren't human, so they can't help advance medicine directly. However, maybe I can still use them, especially since they're humanoid. Surely they must have some research value. Sometime later. His tracks definitely lead to this area, but I can't tell where he went from here. Some talking about Netflix being added again, a little bit, I suppose. What did you miss the last 20 minutes? Shoot. Well, we just did a really wholesome event with Brunhild and Sigurd, where we find out that her spirit origin was modified so that the two of them could stay together, but in consequence, she would have to kill him every single night to satisfy her cursed legend at that point. And then they wound up cutting a wedding cake of sorts together, and it was really sweet. And now we're here talking about zomzoms for the research tent for Nightingale and Asclepius. Nightingale, I haven't seen you in a while. What are you doing out here? I'm not sure how much point there will ultimately be to it, given that this is a dream. But I have spent time training myself to master the present situation, and have finally succeeded in doing so. I see. Well, if a nurse as experienced as you says so, then I'm sure you have. Still, do try not to push yourself too hard. Thank you. I appreciate your concern. So, what were you doing here? I'm looking for Asclepius. He's been running off wherever there's a moment to spare at the clinic. Whenever there's a moment to spare. So whenever we get a new patient, I have to come out to look for him. Oh, hello, citizens. What seems to be the problem? If you're lost, I recommend this GPS with embedded AI. I use it all the time. No, we're not lost, hold on, do you hear that? There he is, but what's he doing? He's not alone, either. Scotty! I don't like it. Looks to me like they're engaging in some sort of illegal transaction. Ice cream smuggling, specifically. Not that I can blame them. Earth's ice cream is especially yummy. Still, why would they be smuggling out here in a forest? If anything, it looked to me like he was just rewarding her for her help. Code Geass? Yeah, I'd give it a 10. I loved that show.
It was very good. It is legendary.
It is one of those shows that I think every anime fan should watch at least once, whether they like it or not. Suspect on the move. He's going into that cavern. Let's follow him. Alright, I'm sorry to intrude on his privacy like this, but I'm also concerned about what he's up to. Alright, just stay nice and still. That's it. Just like that. You're far easier to examine than some foolish patients who actually understand me. I see. So that's the problem. In that case... That's it. I can't take it anymore, so I won't. How could you do this? I thought you were a mystery man dedicated to justice. Show yourself, Mr. Overlong Sleeves. What have you been up to in this dark cave? Who's that? This is a top-secret medical research facility. It's a cave, dude. What are you... Oh, it's you. Don't look at me. I haven't done anything that warrants a report. And pay no mind to the cage shrouded in darkness. Behind me, there is nothing in it. Are you certain? It sounds like there are a whole lot of somethings writhing around back there. Ah.
Some zombies in a cage.
Damn it. I must have forgotten to lock up. When did you get so many? You've certainly been busy, haven't you? I think I already mentioned this before, but this whole genre really isn't my thing. But wait, never mind that now. What do you mean you haven't done anything? You're lying to an officer, you know. What I said was I haven't done anything that warrants a report. Why would I? It should be no surprise that I would research these things. You all know everything I do is ultimately meant to expand medicine as a discipline, right? Absolutely not. This violates every statute of the Z99, Zombie 99 Space Pharmaceuticals Regulations Act. The sterilization procedures for this sort of thing are so complicated that it usually takes several months just to get the permits. And I hate dealing with that kind of red tape anyway, so I'm just gonna blow this whole operation up sky high and call it a day. Ether space, yet lawful. Stop! You can't do this! Do you know how hard I've worked on these research subjects? I finally got the hang of handling them. They were just starting to warm up to me, too. They might be slow, but they adhere doggedly to my instructions, and they have the same stamina to withstand long procedures. If this works out, they might be even able to solve the nurse shortage that's just toxic workplace culture in the medical field. It's time to snap out of it, Mr. X-Hair. Damn it, don't do this, you moron! Stop! Stop!
Stop!
Tanya, maybe 6 or 7 out of 10 for me personally. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do acknowledge that other people definitely are. After this incident, an addendum was reluctantly made to the rules poster at Master's request. Do not keep zombies without permission. I'm sorry? Zombies as in those made by voodoo arts? Ah, I see. You mean the creatures that continue to move about and attack living things even after their death? Yes, I do have some experience with them. Ever since the AD era began, mages have referred to them as the living dead. The living dead. I see. No, it's probably best if we leave them alone. I can understand Lord Asclepius's interest in them. But they have nothing to offer that can benefit this field of medicine. Besides, it sounded like there are merely leftovers that can't actually exist in reality. So don't worry, I'll handle them until this singularity has been repaired. Rest assured I have plenty of experience when it comes to this sort of thing. OtakuDaiKun. Summer with the ghost girl. This story takes place as summer draws to a quiet close after the season's other events had reached their end. It began when I dimly recalled the promise I made to her. Man, those cicadas are really loud. Future diary? Yeah, 7 or 8. Yes, they are. It's very evocative of summer in Japan. I wonder what makes people think of summer in other countries, like America and China. I don't think I've ever heard much about cicadas in those places. I've been walking alongside you. Did you not notice? Since it's been so long since we last saw each other, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Asagami Fujino. I know who you are. You do? I see. Am I in Chaldea by any chance? I am, huh? I'm very glad to hear that. I only hope that version of me is making herself useful. You're the one who introduced Murasaki Shikibu to horror movies. Did I now? Well, that does sound like something I'd do. I must say, it's a little strange to hear about something another version of me did. Tell me, how many days has it been since you and I last met? I think it was after the Phantom of the Opera. Yes, that's right. You want to know why I came here today? That's funny. That's exactly what I wanted to ask you, Sarah. Why did you come here today? To keep a promise. Let me give you one word of advice. You shouldn't take promises of ghosts too seriously. All they know how to do is curse, haunt, and possess. They're sad creatures who can only respond to goodwill with malice. No, even thinking of them as sad isn't right. That's how far gone they are. Still, that said, I'm happy you kept your word. Thank you for that. Alright, shall we be on our way then, Sarah? Where are we going? Attack on Titan, for me, 7. 7. The place where we first met. Maybe 8 for Attack on Titan. Don't worry, there aren't any more ghosts there. We can just spend a nice, relaxing day together. I just feel like Attack on Titan's a little overrated. It's not bad by any means. It's definitely one that's going to be recorded into the history of anime forever. The clear blue sky seemed to stretch on forever. The sun's piercing rays burned fiercely, but not unpleasantly. Their glaring light simply helped drive home the fact that summer was in full swing. Woohoo! Ah, I knew it. This may have been my biggest mistake of the summer.
Did I do something wrong?
Please, don't worry about it. I've made plenty of mistakes as well. Anyway, here we are. This place is still fairly tidy, but it's also a little dusty.
So what, can't we just leave it like this?
No, Sarah, we can't.
Sorry to piss you off, I didn't mean it.
Laziness gets you demerits, you know.
Fair enough. Aww. Aww, I didn't mean to get a demerit, no!
Now come on, let's start cleaning.
But it's a goddamn singularity.
I'll go take out this trash.
That would be great. Could you bring this out too? Those are false cicadas. They make that clicking when the sun is high. I kind of like how restless they sound myself. How about you, Sarah?
I think I like it too.
Well, aren't you the rascal? Why am I a rascal for liking the sound? Still, I can't see how well it would suit someone who's always... I can see how well it would suit someone who's always in a hurry, running around. You know, I do have a My Anime list, and if you look at there, you can see what my ratings are for all these shows. I don't remember what I gave the Higurashi anime. And Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon, maybe a 7 or 6. I probably am tending to be more optimistic than that, though. Say, did you happen to be the anchor runner in your class's relay race whenever you had track and field day? Memories of Kokoto. Okay, I think now is a good time for a light lunch. Does somen sound good? Wonderful. Then I'll start making the noodles now. Could you pass me the flour, please?
Wait, you mean make them from scratch?
I'm sorry, I was trying to make a joke, but I guess it didn't come across. Alright, I'll put the somen in the pot now. Could you cut the vegetables for the garnish?
Sure thing. I don't know, unless you came with pre-packaged somen, I don't know how you would do it otherwise. You'd have to make it fresh. Do you watch JoJo Golden Wine? I don't watch JoJo anything. I don't like JoJo. I watched a little bit of Jolene's arc for a bit, but that was about it.
There we go. Now make sure the somen are completely drained. She's pretty good at cooking for being blind. Just gotta say.
Add the chopped vegetables.
Oh yes, we also need some form of protein, so let's add some thinly sliced pork. How do you feel about spicy dipping sauce?
I'm not too big on it.
I see, that's too bad. Sorry, spicy ghost. I'm not a spicy boy like you, you spicy pretty ghost.
Rawr. I don't like spicy foods. I don't. I'm sorry. Condemn me for it.
In that case, why don't we have sesame sauce instead? Can't we just do, like, soy sauce or something? That always goes well with pork. Alright, let's go with that.
You made that decision without asking me.
That looked good. Ready to eat?
Absolutely.
Good, then let's eat.
Om nom nom.
I know servants don't need to eat to survive. But there's something about a delicious meal that just fills me with energy. I'm gonna see if there's enough for seconds. Oh yes, don't worry. There's plenty of somen left to go around. Maybe I'll have a little more, too. There's something devilishly tempting about summer somen, isn't there? When she's not using her mystic eyes, then yeah, I think she's blind.
Because ever since the incident in Kana no Kyokai, she was walking around with a walking stick. And the light in her eyes was all darkened.
That was delicious. Sandwich.
Indeed, it was a lovely meal. And I think it tasted even better because we made it together. Oh no. Now that we're done eating, I don't know what to do next.
Maybe we could just hang around and take it easy?
I see. Alright then, let's hang out, or lounge around if you prefer, on the porch by the garden.
That does sound very nice. I feel like not doing anything.
Wind chimes echo through the otherwise quiet house. You know, I've never spent summer anywhere outside Japan. I wonder if it's like this everywhere.
It might be a little different in Hawaii.
Hawaii, it's always summer there, isn't it? Speaking as Fujino the Twister, that's easily at the top of my list of places I'd like to visit someday.
Her favorite candy is a Twizzler. Calling it. Like red vines and shit like that. Curious, would you be down for a live debate on my stream about our different views on JRPGs? I'd almost more rather have somebody on my channel. Just because I'm really busy at the moment. And if I put it on my channel, that can, you know, probably attract more viewers.
By the way, this may be a bit of a strange question, but are you feeling sleepy at all? So you are, I knew it. By all means, take a nap if you like. Sleep as long as you want.
Don't mind if I do, then.
While we're at it, I could even fan you and sing you a lullaby if you like.
You're so nice. You're so nice.
Here, close your eyes. Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop.
Is that really what she was singing in Japanese?
When the wind blows... Oh, she's already fast asleep. My, she's completely defenseless now, isn't she? Just like Rin Tosaka's anus.
Gonna stick it in surprise style.
It's hard to believe she's such an accomplished master. Oh, she must be more tired than I thought. She looks like she's in pain.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, Attack on Titan's an 8. That seems reasonable. I'll stand by that.
Maybe I'll twist her just a little bit.
Ow!
I fell asleep.
Oh yes, you were out like a light, but only for 30 minutes or so. By the way, on a different subject, how are you feeling right now? Especially your insides.
Now that you mention it, I feel pretty good.
I see, I'm glad to hear that.
What did you do to my organs?
I knew it was worth doing a little careful twisting.
What was wrong with me before that you fixed? If you have organs displaced, that's a problem.
Oh me, nothing. Nothing at all.
What did you do to my body?
That's right, I nearly forgot. You can't spend summer in Japan without having watermelon at least once.
Ooh, watermelon!
You know, Japanese people actually didn't start eating watermelon until relatively recently. They began in the Taisho period, sometime in the early 20th century. Perhaps it was slow to catch on because its red insides reminded some people of flesh and blood. But that's why I like it. I'm one of them myself, actually, but I enjoy the taste all the same. We would need to talk about that sometime later, God Howard. Not in a live stream, though. Maybe on Discord or Twitter. Twitter PM, of course. Ah, what a nice, cool breeze. It really does help you cool down, even on a hot day. Yes, it does. How did you like summer this year, Sarah? Was it fun? Was it difficult? Well, no matter how fun or difficult it may have been, the memories you cultivated here will never go away. They may fade with time, but they'll never disappear. That's just as true for things you experience with a ghost, both fear and grief, joy and fun alike. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I really hope you remember me. Of course I will, especially when I start vomiting later to whatever you did. She's like, yeah, I twisted a hole in your colon. Now you won't be able to take a shit. No! That would suck so bad. Oh my, the cicadas are out in full force this evening. That means it's about time for us to say goodbye. So, this is it. Hello, Timothy, and your various... Oh, watermelon, duh. Yes, it is. Do take care of yourself, Sarah. Oh, and if you should see another me in Chaldea, I hope you'll give her my regards. Well, goodbye. Oh, and one more thing. Today you got 70 points out of 100? Not that there's any particular significance to that score. Would you be happier if I said I liked spicy shit and cleaned the house without complaint? Sorry. Ah. Ew, what the hell? When I came to, it was already dark. I was alone. I made my way back, following the path as best I could in the dark. At times, I felt an urge to turn around, but I managed to suppress it. After all, memories of a summer day like this are best kept tucked away in one's own mind. As I walked back, I heard the songs of crickets, and I knew this summer would be over soon. Is that it, huh? Is that it? I think we are done. I think that might do it. Because we already did shark fishing. The girls got lost in the woods. Ghost Story Cabin, definitely read that. The Guihun Busters. VR Shinkagiryu. Yep, we sure did. That concludes the summer event for Fate Grand Order. With 6 days to go, the next time I'm gonna stream is gonna be Xenoblade! Who else do I have in my party? I want to put Kiara. Where'd she go? There she is. There's my Kiara. Hey, that's not the version of you that I chose to pick. I did not put that version of Kiara. I chose First Ascension. Final Ascension's fine for that. First Ascension for you. Character.
That's so weird. Why does it insist on bringing that version? That's not right. That's not fair. Then again, they are showing waiver, and I always have mine older. That's so weird. Where do I change that? Oh well, I will show Mashu instead. Because she's very, very pretty. Did I not rank the classic Higurashi on the anime list? If I didn't, I'll have to. I don't know why. Maybe it just slipped by. Anyway, yes, thank you for all tuning in. Don't forget to check out my video on Censorship Apologist Bingo that came out today. And on Friday, we get this month's public lesson in Magecraft, which is on witchcraft, which should be very, very exciting. I hope you all enjoy, and until next time, celebrate your fandom.